friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit different than usual. Normally today I would have posted the next episode of the Not So Berry Challenge, but because I did not post a video yesterday and I wanted to have kind of like a candid conversation, I decided that I would post the speed build today. In the speed build, I was attempting lilsimsies' new shell challenge. It was actually really hard. I really wanted to just make it like a public lot, but I felt like that'd be kind of cheating. I mean, it's not cheating, but it just wasn't what I wanted. I felt like it would just be too easy, and I wanted to kind of really challenge myself. But the reason why I'm deciding to post this today is just because I wanted to talk about last week. I know it might not seem like the biggest deal to miss a couple of uploads, but I genuinely do feel bad, and I just kind of wanted to explain myself a little bit. Last week I had midterms, and usually what I would have done is I would have prepped the weekend before to, get more uploads up, but I actually worked the weekend before, so I wasn't able to do that. A little bit about me: I am a full-time student, and I actually have two jobs. So I don't work both of them full-time. One of them is an internship, and then the other one is just a retail job. So combined, they are full-time, so I do work full-time, but I don't work both jobs full-time. I work like 30 hours at one, and then I'm actually increasing my hours at the other one. So I really hope that no more uploads are affected, but just in case, that's kind of a little explanation as to why and what's going on. Thankfully, they were midterms though, so we're halfway through the semester and then it'll be summer. Thank goodness. I am going to be doing a summer semester, but I'm only going to be doing like one class, and it'll just be online. Probably, hopefully. So it'll be a lot easier than what it is right now. I mean, both of my classes, not both of them, but all of my classes right now are online. But I don't know, they have a lot of homework. And like the other class would have a lot of homework, but like if it was just one class, I feel like I wouldn't be struggling that hard. So this hard, not that hard, sorry. I promise I can speak. But yeah, so just I thank you guys so much for your patience as I'm trying to get through school. I really hope that there won't be any other instances like this, but I know logically that there will be. So just going forward, I thank you for your patience, and for last week, I thank you for your patience. It does mean a lot. But anyway, back to this video, back to the build. Like I said, I wanted to make it a house because I wanted to challenge myself, and this was about the point where I was really regretting trying to make it into a house. Roofing this was an absolute mess. I could not figure out what to do. I'm not the most happy with my end result, but I mean, it is what it is. That's really kind of what it came to. There came a point where I didn't know what else to do. So I think that I actually like scrap most of what I've done right now at some point. I can't remember because I did build this a little while ago. I think that I built it before last weekend. So it's been probably like 8-ish days. But I liked this build. I don't know. I had fun with it. It is a tiny home. It's very small. And the floor plan was really hard to do. I was having a lot of issues with like not like the foundation, but like the level of the house, like the floor level. I can't think of what it's called. But it was kind of just glitching. So I ended up doing like a split level thing. I haven't play tested it yet. I'm going to do that once I'm done recording this voiceover, and hopefully it'll work. I think that it will, but there is some weird things going on, so maybe it won't. Honestly though, I think that's okay. I was mainly just doing this for fun. I like doing shell challenges, and I've done some of lilsimsies' shell challenges in the past that I really enjoyed. Obviously, like pre YouTube. I mean, obviously I've only been doing this for like a month. But and they were just a blast. I wish that I had it, like I had those builds saved, but it was when I played on consoles, so they are not saved, and it is so sad because I honestly felt like a lot of them were really good. I remember that I did this one that was like a nightclub, and I don't know, I really liked it. So, as you can see, I've definitely restarted the whole thing. I could not figure out the anything. I couldn't figure out anything with the last one. So I like restarted. I think I flipped the lot, and then I started re-roofing it, and it's kind of just ugly in that corner. It really is, and I don't really know if I could do anything to fix it. I tried dragging the roof all the way through to have like a cute little like moment, and I just did not like it. Honestly though, like looking at this now, I kind of like it, but I didn't like it at the time. I think that it's because I was thinking about the roof trims, which is smart, and I didn't want them to like look really ugly. So I ended up putting like a little chimney on that corner, which kind of set the tone for the entire rest of the build. I think that I used the one from Cottage Living. I think. I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then I went through and I kind of rounded out all the roofs. I was really struggling with these ones for some reason. They just were not matching up. So I'm going to be fiddling with this for a minute. But yeah, it completely changed the tone of what I was building. I was originally kind of wanting to match like the surrounding buildings, but I don't know. It kind of went crazy. But I do think that this lot is really cute, so even though it went crazy, I'm not mad at the build. I don't know. I, I just don't think I would ever place this build in this world on this lot because it's a lot. It is. I'm pretty sure that this was in, I want to say Newcrest. Oh gosh, I'm pretty sure that it's Newcrest. It's that world that is it's a base game world, but it's the one that's all empty. Yes, yeah, it is Newcrest. And I just built it on that like really tiny back lot. And I don't know, I really like it. And I wish that it matched the surrounding architecture, but it's so out of place. But I think that I'll probably build here again in the future. I need to build in Newcrest and like make it a whole little world since it's blank, but right now I'm trying to redo the other world. What's it called? Willow Creek. That one. I don't know. I don't love a lot of the lots in Willow Creek, and I don't have a reason why. I just don't love it. That's fine though. Here I was trying to move the house around, but it wasn't letting me, which is really frustrating, but whatever. I wanted to push it back onto the lot a little bit because I wanted there to be like a cute pathway and stuff, but for whatever reason, it just like was not working. So, it is where it is, and that's fine, I guess. We have to accept that. We can't really do anything about it. So, also, I'm sorry if there's any background noise. I'm not sure if there will be or not. I'm not super sure like what my microphone can and can't pick up, but I'm actually recording this voiceover while my boyfriend is home. So it's like it's my first time recording anything with anyone else in the apartment. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes I'm worried that you guys can like hear my neighbors because my door is really thin. My so like little this is really just a big like life thing, I guess, like lower drop. So my apartment was listed as 2 rooms, but in my mind it's like 1.5 rooms. There's like the bedroom, and then there's this little room that I'm in. In my mind, it's kind of like a mud room because there's a door that leads to the back of the apartment. Well, it leads to the stairs that lead to the back of the apartment. the stairs that lead to the door that lead to the back of the apartment. So it's not like open to the elements, it's all enclosed, but it's really echoey. And our stairs are really steep. My apartment building is over 100 years old, which might not be that old for some people, but for us Americans, it's very old. So they're really steep, kind of rickety, and so a lot of times when people go down the stairs, they're kind of like stomping, and then it's all echoey, and the door is thin. So I do worry sometimes that that gets picked up, but I haven't found that it gets like while editing. I haven't heard anything, so I don't know. Maybe my mic is really good at like only focusing on my voice. That would be really convenient, but if you guys do hear anything, it's just my boyfriend. He's making us dinner. He's making, oh, what's it called? Like the little pasta with the cheese on the inside. I really can't think of. I keep wanting to say fettuccine, but it's not fettuccine. It's the other stuff. But anyway, we're gonna have that for dinner with some garlic bread and red sauce, and I'm really excited. We just got back from the gym, so I'm very, very hungry. Yes. I'm still working on the outside of the house. I really, really struggled with like the windows. I couldn't decide if I wanted them to be like a darker color, if I wanted them to be a lighter color, but I knew that I wanted bigger windows. I do like bigger windows in a build. I think that it's nice because it like fills up so much space, and I just think that it looks better. I don't know, someday I'll get past that, I'm sure, but as of right now, I do think that it looks better. So I was really, really struggling with the windows for this build. Honestly, I was just really, really struggling with like a lot of things for this build. It was, see, right there, you can see that the like floor was lower than the platform, and like everything got shifted around. It was so weird. But anyway, I was struggling with the floor, struggling with the roof, I was struggling with everything. So this was where I got the idea to kind of like lower it and have like that cute little entryway. I got that idea from an apartment that I looked at last summer that had a little thing like that, and it was really cute. I do end up raising it just one more because the stairs, I felt like, just took up too much room. So that should, I'm pretty sure that the Sims can go up and down like a little single platform raise, and I don't think that they need stairs. So that's what I was kind of banking on. So we'll see if it actually works like that. But I think that it should. I'm honestly gonna laugh so hard if I go to play test it and it just doesn't work at all. I mean, it'll be fine, you know, won't be like the end of the world or anything, but it would kind of crack me up because so much of this build banks on that, and I've already had so many problems with this build that like that on top of everything would just kind of be hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. I did my best, honestly. It was a really rough build. Little Simsy really challenged us with this one. I do think that if it was like a community lot, it would have been a little bit easier, because with the community lot, I feel like I can just have a flat roof, you know, just flat roof. Really no like porch or anything like that. I do love building community lots. They're so easy. I feel like they have so many less rules and restrictions, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It does end up having a really tiny kitchen, but it does have a dining room. I tried to pack like as many things into this house as possible. It has a full kitchen, barely. There's only one counter, but that's all they need. All they need is a little corner counter, and then it works. So full kitchen. It has a little dining area that has a couple of stools, and I tried to add like a lot of activities for the Sims to do. So I think that there's like a chess table, and I'm pretty sure that there's an easel. We'll see when we get to that point where I'm adding in all the cute little activities. But I did try to make it like, I don't know, like a good house to like start out in. It is a little bit expensive, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty expensive, but it's cute and I wasn't really worried about price. So that's fine, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry if you don't like expensive homes. I do want to build homes with a budget. I haven't really done that before. Like, obviously, I've built homes, like, for my Sims, but honestly, when I first had my Sims, I typically just move them into a base game, like a little starter home, and then I just, like, add little touches to it, you know? Like, it's not like I build it, it's more like I renovate it. So, I don't know. I don't know if I would be good at building homes on a budget. We would have to see. But it is something that I fully intend on trying. And honestly, it's something that I intend on trying kind of soon. I have this idea for like a little build series where I take like budgets, like home budgets from different decades, and like try to build something in The Sims within that budget. So I think that would be fun. I want to start with like the 1890s and then just kind of go from there. I'm a big history person. That's actually my major. I'm a history major. So I think that it would be fun to kind of incorporate one thing that I love into another thing that I love, which is The Sims, which is honestly why my channel is named what it is. It's like a play on the word historian, historicism. It doesn't really work when you say it out loud, but I don't know. I thought it was cool when I made it. So I'm planning on starting that hopefully next week. But if it's kind of lame, you know, don't be afraid to say so. I won't be offended. I'm not gonna get super butthurt. I know that not everyone is about history, so I might still continue it even if it doesn't have a lot of engagement. I'm sorry if you guys just heard that. I don't know what that was, but just because it's something that I like and it kind of fits in with what my capstone like research project is going to be about. Hopefully. We'll see. That starts next year, so which is crazy. So, yeah, another fun fact, more lore dropping. I am 1 year away from graduating college, which is honestly insane to me. I started in, I think 2021. So I'll have been going to school for 5 years once I graduate, and it's insane that it's already going to be over. But I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be able to find a job. I I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, my internship will help me find a job. But honestly, a lot of history jobs require a master's degree, so I might not be able to get a job for a minute. So, right now, I'm working on what I consider to be like the living room, quote unquote. Obviously, there's not a ton of space for a living room, so I kind of added in like this cute little corner couch, which I used for Pepper's house in the Not So Berry challenge. And then I just added one of the cute little like painting TVs because it felt weird to just have like a normal looking TV. I didn't feel like it matched the like cottagey vibe that this house had. So, and then I'm pretty sure that I added in a cute little like book thing so that it kind of counts as like a reading nook. Not really. Not really, but kind of. Kind of. Oh my god, I wanted to use those windows so bad. Those ones from the Machino stuff pack. I think that they're so, so, so pretty. And my like dream use for them is to have like a room and then to have two of those windows in like a corner, like facing each other. But I don't know if it'll work because I can't get the windows to flip. But I just think that would be so cool. Just like a giant half circle corner window. I don't know. I'll have to try it again another day, but I've tried it in a lot of builds and I haven't been able to get it to work. So maybe it'll never work and it just wasn't meant to be. But I do think that it would be like so, so, so cool. I love corner windows. I think that they open up spaces so much. So I try to include them a lot in my Sims build, but you know, sometimes it doesn't really work. Like in this build, I didn't really feel like it fits the cutesy, cottagey vibe These hanging herbs, though, they do definitely fit the cutesy cottagey vibe. I kind of struggle putting up curtains for some reason. I don't feel like any of the curtains match like what I'm going for. They're all weird heights. They all slot weird. I they like clip with like the couch and stuff, and then I get worried that the couch won't work. I don't love curtains, so I don't put curtains in a lot of my builds. I don't completely neglect curtains, but like especially in a build like this where like space is so important, um, I did not use curtains because normally what I would do is I would like slide the couch out a little bit so that the curtains fit, but I couldn't see it working. I couldn't see it working in this build, so no curtains. I think that there are some curtains in like the bedroom maybe, but there's none, I think, anywhere else. So, that's fun, I guess. Everybody can just see into this house. But it's The Sims, so like it doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't know. That's just me. Which is so silly because like when it comes to my builds and stuff, I like to make them realistic. Like that's a big focus of mine. And it's like having curtains is extremely realistic. If you just don't have curtains in like giant windows like these ones, you're psycho. But in The Sims, you don't really have the same problems that you do in real life. Like there aren't like major creeps or I mean there didn't used to be burglars, but now there are. But they come when you're home and they'll stop by whether or not you have curtains. So I don't really feel like it's a big issue. I've been talking about curtains for way too long. I don't know, it's just like a debate that I have with myself a lot when I do these builds cuz like I feel like there should be curtains, but I hate how they slot. I hate the sizes that they come in. They're never what I want, so I never use them. I did really want to add some clutter onto this cute little bay window because it looks like a shelf, you know? And I did add some, but it was honestly really hard to find things that I could put over there for some reason. Like a lot of things weren't sizing up. I mean, not sizing up, but like raising up. And then a lot of them also wouldn't go all the way back. So like you see how that one was like stuck on the edge. For some reason a lot of them were doing that and I couldn't get them to like go all the way back. And I don't know why. Like I just don't understand it. But I did like what I found is that if you use bigger objects that like wouldn't slot to anything and then size them down, then I think that they're a bit easier to move. It didn't work all the time, but I do feel like I don't know, you had like a higher success rate if if you did that. So that's what I tried to do. I just wanted it to look like cute and whimsical and like a little bit cluttered, but in like a good way. Like a I don't know, just a cute clutter. So that's what I'm doing right now. You can see the chess table that's right there, and it should work. I'm pretty sure that it will work. Like, I don't think that there's anything keeping it from working. I could be wrong. Um, don't quote me on that. We'll see. Again, we'll see when I play test it. And I will just play test everything because I am really worried about things not working. That's like my biggest fear because I really like this build and I want people who also like it to be able to download it and use it in their own saves. And you can't do that if it doesn't work. So we'll see. And then if it works, I'll upload it to the gallery, which I did check. I remember I mentioned in one of my last videos that I wasn't so sure what my gallery name is, and it is the same as my YouTube channel. So if you do want to download anything, it's all over there. I do have some issues with things uploading. Maybe it's just for me. I like can't access anything that I've uploaded for some reason. So I think the game just hates me, and that's fine. I'll just have to live with that. I mean, it is The Sims, so I don't really know what I'm expecting. But anyway, point being, hopefully it would work for you guys, and hopefully you guys would be able to download things that I've uploaded onto there. They don't all have like cute names and descriptions. Some of them I just kind of like added randomly, like before I even had YouTube, just because I wanted to save it. But then I was like, well, maybe I'll start a YouTube channel, you know. So they're there. Some of them have a lot less effort, and there's not a ton. I'm not saying that like so many things are up there, but so right there. So how I just moved the tub a little bit forward to keep it from clipping with the curtain, that's what I would have done with the couch. And I just didn't feel like there was enough wiggle room with the couch because that entryway is already so small. So I didn't want to scoot it forward a little bit like I normally would because I was scared. Honestly, the pack combination that I used on this build, I feel like was so weird. There was a lot of oh my gosh, my brain, it literally, the magic pack, the spellcaster, oh, I can't think of it. I literally cannot think of what it's called. But I used a lot of stuff from that pack, and then I also used like the laundry day stuff. It's mainly just that rug. I just really love that rug. And then there's of course base game and like the cottage living pack. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I think that there's a good amount of the get together pack. I'm pretty sure that that window is get together, and then of course paranormal stuff because of the plant, the new Bella Goth pack because of the painting, and then there was cats and dogs. I think, actually, I think that might be the seasons couch. It's either seasons or cats and dogs. And it's like I wasn't really worried about packs, but I don't know, I just think it's weird. I think it's really interesting to see like what build items from what packs work together. Oh yeah, Strangerville. I'm pretty sure that I used a good amount of Strangerville because I like their windows and doors. See, here I was trying to do that like the little corner window things. I thought that it would work perfect in the bedroom, and then I could always just put like a tree or something to cover it if it's ugly from the outside, but it just wasn't working. My dream of having a big corner half circle window just is not working. It will work someday. I will figure it out. I pinky promise, but it didn't work today. I don't know, maybe you guys don't think it'll be as cool as I think it'll be, but I think it would be so cool. It would be so cool, especially in like an art studio or something like that, to just have a giant window like that. This bed was also kind of a struggle because the house is so small. Obviously, if you download this, like, you don't have to keep with the whole shell challenge thing. Like, you can change the walls, but I could not. I really, really, really wanted to just widen that room, but I could not because it's against the rules. So it's just kind of tucked in the corner, and that kind of just sucks, but if you download it and use it, you can make these rooms bigger and, you know, more usable. I wanted that mirror to go on that wall so bad. How cute would that have been to just have that like half moon mirror? Ugh, it would have been gorgeous. It would have been so, 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 so pretty, but it didn't work. And I was honestly kind of devastated. So here you can see I'm going through the little curtain catalog again. Hate curtains. Almost immediately gave up, so there's no curtains in the bedroom. Where I think that I did put up some curtain. Yeah, it was just in the bathroom, and I think that that's literally the only place that has curtains. I hate them. I hate them so much. I don't know why it bothers me. It shouldn't bother me that much, but it does. So no curtains in the bedroom, I guess. But I do add some clutter to like the top of that dresser. I didn't want to add too much clutter. I didn't want this to take too long or be like too expensive, so I didn't, you know, like do the whole like moving thing. I don't even know what to call it, but you know, the thing where you like slot something to a surface and then drag it off so that it's at the same height, and then you move the surface and then you do all this stuff. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I thought it would take too long. I'm not even gonna lie. There's literally like no other reason aside from just like I did not want to do it. And I'm sorry, but it would have taken a long time. These hedges honestly really bothered me because of like the shape of this build. I wanted them to go all the way around the house, but it just wouldn't. They were just too weirdly sized. So I think that I only have it in like the front just to give it like a nice little, not border, but kind of border. And then it was about this point where, like when I was doing all the stuff outside, where I realized that I put a back porch out there. And I feel like I worked kind of hard to put the back porch out there, and I didn't want all that work to be for nothing. So I went through and I had to kind of like rearrange stuff in the bedroom to make space for it. So I wanted the like garden of this house to be like kind of like lush and maybe a little bit overgrown and like whimsical. So I'm pretty sure that I used the like ground foliage from Island Living, which I try not to do. I love, I love that little bush. The little, I'm pretty sure it's a bush, the little like ground foliage bush from from Island Living. I think that it's so pretty, but I just don't know if it would be a native plant in a place like this. So I try to not use it, but sometimes I just can't help myself because I love it so much. And then it has this cute little willow tree in the front. I used that because the willow tree's in the back. I was like, well, if the house isn't going to match the surrounding area, then at least the oh my god, what is it called? The gardening stuff, the landscaping. There we go. At least the landscaping would match, hopefully a little bit. So I tried to make the trees match. I didn't change the color of the grass. Obviously, there's a lot of flowers, but if I build out this place, there will be a lot of flowers, and that's okay. And honestly, there's a good amount of flowers like surrounding the lot now that I'm looking at it. So it doesn't even look that out of place. And then I built a cute little path, what like the little mossy path with the terrain paint. I just brought that into the back as like, I don't know, just a cute little whimsical thing. Here I am trying to do something with this back porch that I decided to put in. There I am moving everything to put the door. I feel like having the door in the bedroom is so weird, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be okay. You know, like whoever lives here will like lock the doors probably. I mean, Sims doesn't really work like that, but you know, they in my brain, I imagine that they lock the doors, and so it'll be okay. And the back door doesn't have a window on it, so it's not like anyone could be like weird and creepy. So that fence that I just used is from the wedding story pack, I think. And I'm honestly kind of obsessed with it. Like, not just in this build, but like in general, I'm kind of just obsessed with it. I love it. So I did add a cute little flower arranging station because I just felt like it fit the vibe of the house. I felt like whoever lived in a cute little cottage like this would have a cute little flower arranging station. So there's that. There's all the little planter boxes. Hopefully they aren't in the way of the door. Like I said, we'll see when I play test it. There's the cute little what is that called? Telescope in the back as well. Hopefully it doesn't kill anybody's Sims if they play in this house, but I just thought it would be so cute. And then I also put the little wellness pillow underneath that tree, just because it looked so serene and beautiful. I did try to build a pond in the backyard for a second. I think that I did that here in just a little bit, and it really, really did not work. Something about it just kept looking so weird. I think it was just too small of an area. So there is no pond, unfortunately. See right here, I really wanted to have just like the cutest little pond in this section, but it just kept looking so ugly when I would fill it in, so I gave up. I gave up pretty quickly, I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of decided, I was like, nope, this is, see, look at that, how gross is that, with all like the corners and stuff. I think I was just trying to build it in too small of an area. I even tried making it smaller, and it just so ugly, so ugly. So I gave up. See, why is it so angular? I tried, yeah, I tried like doing a lower water level, a higher water level. It just didn't work. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just build, just add in like a little man-made pond. Nope, way too big. So no pond at all, which is kind of sad. I did think it would be cute to have those little lights connecting to the tree, but I ended up not doing that because I didn't want to obstruct anything on that little back porch. I was really worried because it's all so close together. This is honestly, I think, the most that I fit into a tiny house like this. So hopefully it all works. We'll see, of course. Honestly, we'll see here in just a second. The build is pretty much done. I think at this point I was just like showing it off. I was just like, look at this is the little mini tour, I guess, the little mini speed built tour. Except that door broke, so good. Those doors being raised up are like the main thing that I worried about because there's no space over there for a platform. Okay, so here I am in the game just getting ready to play test it. I did record original audio for this, but I recorded it like on the same program that I used to record the video, and it was just so jacked up. So I'm just gonna kind of do another voiceover, I guess. I did make some Sims a while ago to play test this. I kind of made them so that like they work with the house, which is a little excessive but fun. So there they are, and I was just making sure that they could access everything in the house. So I had them like go inside and like sit on the couch, do things like that. I didn't test any actually of the flower pots, but I'm sure that at least a few of them will work. The chess table works, everything in the bathroom worked. They can get up to those doors just fine. They cannot use that back door though. The door that's in the bedroom, they can't go in and out through that, which is unfortunate, but again, if you download it, obviously, you don't have to keep the shell how it is. You yourself can expand it. I really wish that that door had worked, but it is what it is. I had her come play test the little meditation pillow and a lot of the things outside, and they all worked well. So that's good. Everything is accessible. Everything is working. Thank goodness. Like I said earlier, I would have been pretty sad if like none of it worked. That would have been really depressing. But it does work, so I did go ahead and re-upload it to the gallery. I couldn't remember if I had uploaded it before or not. I did have to add in a mailbox. I forgot about that. So there was a mailbox that was like on the porch, but I added in a real one. And then yeah, I did upload it on the gallery. It's just labeled Mouse Shell Challenge. My username on the gallery is the same as my YouTube channel. If you want to download it, you don't have to. It is a tiny house, but it is also a shell challenge, so it's a little bit funky. But yeah, I actually think I'm going to cut this like recording bit a little bit shorter because I probably would have done so anyway. I just would have like edited it more. So thank you guys so much for watching, and again, thank you guys so much with like for your patience with my schooling and stuff like that. I do appreciate it, and I am so sorry about last week. Hopefully I will be able to get caught up this week. That is definitely the plan, especially with the new expansion pack coming up. I do want to buy that, and I don't know if I'll review it just because I don't know if that's something that any of you guys would be interested in at this point, but I do want to kind of do like a little mini playthrough and maybe do some multi-purpose lot builds, just because I think it would be really fun. I'm really excited for this pack, like super excited. But anyway, so I'm just gonna end this. I just rambled for so much. That's crazy. I already said I was gonna end. Anyway, before I start rambling again, I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye bye.